Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to a new video. Now the other day I purchased this item here, which is a physical media movie bust. It comes with the films, and Aaron over at Professional Unboxing said, "Oh, can you show your other ones? Why don't you show your other ones that you've got?" Because I mentioned having a handful of them, only a couple in numbering about 6. So here we are with this video. So let's get on with it. So welcome back to the channel, everyone. Now, movie busts or movie collector's editions that are bust-like, fancy statuey type things. That's what we're taking a look at today. Now, I've got a load of statues of comic characters and things like that, but I don't have many sort of movie busts per se. I think I've got about half a dozen in total. That's what we're going to take a look at today. Now, as I showed in the opening, the first one that I have is this one here of the Predator that I picked up the other day for £150, which I'm very happy to have got back. I say I got back because I used to own this. I used to own this some time ago, and I sold it on for some crazy, stupid reason. I don't know why. And what this does is it opens up to reveal in the back pouch a box set containing, well, Predator 2 and AVP, the first Alien vs Predator film. Only those 3 films in this on DVD, because Predator had no other films at the time of this item's release. It's a great item, it really is. Obviously it's designed upon that jungle hunter Predator from the first Predator movie. Mask doesn't come off, unfortunately. It is what it is. His biomask is on, but it's a nice sized piece that I sort of reobtained for the collection. Let's take a look at the next one. The next one I have is this beauty here, this alien head. Now the face hugger that's around it isn't part of it. The face hugger is put there by me, so let me get that off. That's how it's displayed up on the shelf, with a full-size face hugger sort of wrapped around and over the head itself. Yeah, that's great, and it's posable as well. You can shift all the legs about, etc. I really like that. That's cool. Full-size face hugger. Used to scare the life out of my kids when they were young. So yeah, so we have here the alien head bust, which came out for Alien 25th anniversary. It's a DVD collection. As you can see, it's the big chap alien from the first Alien movie. You can take the dome off, and inside we are presented with all of the Alien movies. There's also AVP movies in here as well, because I kind of made my own sort of thing with it, with the Alien films and AVPs on DVDs that I had. I put them in. So yeah, this came out, obviously, like I said, for the film's 25th anniversary. I remember this coming out, and I obtained a copy or one of these, and I've had it ever since. So I always had the Alien and the Predator. Why I got rid of the Predator still just is beyond me. But this is lovely. It's heavy. It weighs a lot. That's not on straight. But yeah, so it's a nice collector's edition, most definitely. See, now a lot of these sort of bust things are quite tacky. They are quite tacky, and some of them I've got to head into the realm of tackiness in a sense, but some of them are pretty good, like this one here. It's a heavy duty plastic. That is a really nice part of the collection. Not that I need this, because I do actually have a full size 1.1 scale alien xenomorph head, but based upon the alien from Aliens, not the big chap from the first Alien movie. So the head I've got has got all the ridges in it going all the way along, that sort of thing. But yeah, so big fan of those franchises, so it sort of makes sense that I have them. Do you know what I mean? That's the Alien head with a falling off face. Next up. All right, next up, another fantastic franchise. Well, I say a fantastic franchise. It's a franchise with a long longevity. The first films were great. The latter ones, not so much. But it sits up there with the kind of Terminator, Predator. Sorry, I mean the Predator, the Aliens. I already said it, Terminator. So we have this here, this bust here, which is was released for Terminator Salvation. Now I bought this at release. I think this is a T600. I think these are T600s, these are. I bought this at release. I remember buying it in Blockbuster Videos in Purley Way. They had it there, nice big box, and I said, oh, I want that. I've got to have that. It's a Terminator head. Fantastic. So, yeah. Unfortunately, this one here does sort of step into that realm of sort of tackiness. There's a tacky nature to this one, which is unfortunate. But there we go. So it opens up there. You got the discs in there. I'm not sure if there's anything in this. No, this is discless. Took the disc out of it. It's literally just a display piece of an endoskeleton head. Yeah, unfortunate, this one, really. But I still wouldn't get rid of it. Do you know what I mean? It's a sort of nice thing to have. But that leads me on to my next one. So the next one I have is the actual Terminator 2 endoskeleton, the Terminator Judgment Day endoskeleton, which is far better. It's still very tacky, still very plastic, still isn't great on this. That being said, it looks far better than the other one because, you know, you've got the neck. You've got the neck of it. It's almost like down to the shoulders, where the shoulders would be. Whereas this one could have benefited from not being so, you know, could have had a bit more neck to it and given it a bit more, it would have looked a bit better. But side by side, they're nice, you know, two different Terminator ones. But this is obviously the T800 that we know and love from the first two Terminator movies. It does light up and make sounds. Well, it did light up and make sounds. I'm pressing a button. There's nothing coming out of it, so the batteries are dead. But it has some... last time I showed this, it did work, so it's just the batteries. The eyes glow red. And there's sound bites that come out of the bottom. I did cover up the bottom because it's very loud, pretty damn loud. Now the films in this one sit within a tray, or the film sit within a tray in the back like so. Simple as that. They all sit within a tray. So that is Terminator 2. Let's get to the next one. So the next one, I don't know if you'd really call it a bust or not. I do have another bust akin to them that I'll show last. But this one here is a collectible, and it's this here, Pixels. Now, I really like Pixels. I think it's a funny film. I think in it what it offered, it could have done better in the attack and all that sort of thing. But I have fun with the characters in it, and the film does make me laugh. So I have a lot of enjoyment with this movie. So this one here is, let's get it out, is literally the Pac-Man eating the city. Now, as you can see, it does light up like that. Okay, so it does glow. Fantastic, I suppose. Is it meant to flicker? I suppose so. I don't know. I don't think I've ever switched that on till now. But yeah, so that's that. Now, the films in this one, where are the films? There must be a tray. Or the film itself. There's got to be, oh, there we go. It opens up like that. And you have a tray there. And inside that tray, you have a sort of fold out thing like that with two films there. Now, I do have this as a steelbook as well. I do. Yeah, so pixels, a bit underwhelming, and again another one that I would class as being pretty damn tacky. I mean, the money that these things cost, to be honest, are not really worth it. I can't even get that in now. Yeah, there we go. Do you know what I mean? Again, it's pretty tacky in it. Do you know what I mean? But there we go. Again, it's just a nice sort of collectible piece to keep a hold of for me, for a film that I enjoy. And the last item now is a franchise item. Let me just go and get it. I kind of tell a lie about how many I have left. After this item here, I do have one other that I've just found. It's not really a bust, but it's a collectible to do with a film. And it comes in a big box like these did, so we'll take a look at that as well. But this one here, I'm just sort of rubbing the dust off of it, because these are dust magnets. That's, you know what I mean, they just sit on a shelf, they collect dust. I collect them, they collect dust. And this one here, this is lovely. This is not, I wouldn't call this one tacky. This one is great, it really is, and it is Caesar from Planet of the Apes, or Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. This one is Caesar, I believe this one is from. And where is it? War for the Planet? No, it's Dawn of Planet of the Apes. This one came from. Again, head and shoulders of the character of Caesar. You know, and great detailing on that. Look, you know, that's really good. That is really nice. That's really nice. You know, this is up there with, I'd say it's even better than the Predator one. It really is. Which one do you like the best? Let me know in the comments down below. Although we're not done, but yes. Oh, and then with this one again, slide the tray open at the back, and inside you have got a booklet of, well, no, the case of films actually, and that has in it Planet of the Apes, 1968. Beneath the Planet of the Apes, Escape from the Planet of the Apes, Conquest of the Planet of the Apes, Battle for the Planet of the Apes, the Tim Burton 2001 Planet of the Apes movie, Rise of the Planet of the Apes, and Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, all in there. And you do get some booklet, building an icon in there, and an envelope with, I don't know what's in the envelope. Let's take a look. Building an icon, which is all about the, more of a picture booklet than anything else. A few little words in there, wouldn't take long to read through that. Oh yeah, and it shows them sort of making the ape. Then you have an envelope there. Let's take a look. I don't think I've ever looked in this envelope. It's sealed. No, it ain't sealed. It is sealed. It ain't sealed. I don't know. Anyway, in here you get some, yeah, image of Rocket, some image of Luca, Cobra, and Caesar. I only know that because their names are on the back. Well, I knew Caesar, I knew Cobra. I wouldn't have told you who the other two were, but there we go. Great series of films, though, isn't it? You know, they are a good series of films. I prefer the modern day ones, I'll be honest, than the older. Yeah, the latter two Planet of the Apes films I've got on Steelbook. Just that one. And then the last piece to look at, it's not a bust, but it's a collectible, and it is this here for the movie The Big Lebowski, which is the bowling ball bag. Let's open it up, we'll take a look. So it is literally a bowling ball bag. Yeah, obviously a bit smaller than what a bowling ball bag would be, but you open this little baby up. It's good quality, it's leather feel. You open this little beauty up, and inside you do have a sort of little bowling ball in there, with Big Lebowski, whoops, written on it. I bet the dogs would love to get hold of this. And so there's a bowling ball. Oh, it's got a flat surface, so it'll sit flat. You can't bowl it. And you get that in there as well. I suppose that's like a little clothy type thing, or I don't know, what is that? I know what it is in the context of the film, but what is it in there? So there's the bowling ball, and also inside we have the Blu-ray of the film wrapped in the dude's sweater. Yeah, was that John? Whose sweater is that? Is that the dude's sweater, or? Yeah, it is the dude's sweater. That's right, I'm right. And there's, yeah, it's German release, this one, and that's in there as well in a little sweater. Yeah, fantastic. What am I gonna say? That's, you know, it's different. It's different, isn't it? But again, it's quite tacky. You know, it's just, I don't know. I don't know. I'm glad I don't collect many of these things. I do prefer the comic book statues, character statues and things like that I have, which I have aplenty. Predators, Aliens, or things like that, Batman, yeah. But, you know, these are quite, you know, some of them are nice collectibles, some of them are not so much. You know, that Spider-Man, you can get one of bloody Jamie Foxx's Electro head, which is pretty horrible to yeah, honestly. But yeah, so there we go, just to look at some of those sort of larger items in the collection, kind of requested by Aaron over at Professional Unboxings. I'll link him in the description, go visit his channel, and that's me done. But let me know which one of them's your favourite, or are they all just crap? Tell me. See you later.